What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about all aspects of trading. So today is the last day of trading weekend, Friday, and Friday is always a very volatile day. As you know that today there's a lot of trader will close their position. The market will be very volatile. So we'll look for the best trade possible in the market like we do every day. You have seen we had a really good trading day yesterday also. So before I begin this important session, afterwards there will be another one, so make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So let's begin with dollar yen. I was looking at dollar yen. We are bullish on dollar yen. We put a pending order along the zone. What I think that dollar yen, as you know that today there is an important news releasing, so dollar yen is getting very volatile. Let's look at bigger picture, looking at the daily. Now from the daily we saw that dollar yen has formed a double doji. Now after formation of this double doji, dollar yen has broken the daily low, and then we have seen that dollar yen had a bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, this is the daily candle. Okay, from here what I see that dollar yen is potential bounce to the upside, very highly likely that we could see dollar yen going to the upside. Now this is the daily chart. As I mentioned that I always first look at the daily chart, because daily chart will give you a bit more clearer idea of which way the market is heading. Now from the daily, what we see that back to back two daily doji. This is the doji, and also there is a daily doji. Now today so far we have seen that dollar yen has broken the daily low, okay, and created an overextended and then had a bounce. This is the where I find the sweetest spot for a potential bullish trading opportunity. Now if we look at a bit more bigger picture, monthly. Now from the monthly perspective, dollar yen is a bullish market. Okay, with this monthly middleman, the price has broken out of this structure completely. This is the monthly structure. As you can see, double bottom has broken out. Now with that monthly breakout, we saw this monthly middleman, which is a typical bullish candle. Now if I look at the overall picture in dollar yen from the historical perspective, we can see that with this massive move consolidation, had another move consolidation. Now this is a typically historically bull market, and with that historical bull market we saw the dollar yen had a local breakdown. Now with that breakdown, the price has created this swing low in that area. Now this is the swing low, and we saw that the price grabbed liquidity and then started another move towards the upside. Now previous months what we saw, the dollar yen has created this move candle which is in the direction of the trend breakout from the structure, but I think that we can expect dollar yen to create couple of monthly candle in that direction to create new higher high. So looking at weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective also we see dollar yen is significantly bullish. Now this is a nice looking structure that I love to trade, because it's a very sharp move, very narrow correction. So what does that mean is that when you see a sharp move, narrow correction means that the buyers are very active in that market. So the buyer are active means that we can expect further move in the upcoming week, even to this week as well as upcoming week. So weekly you can see that also it maintains a series of higher low in that area, and what I'm expecting dollar yen at least to break this weekly high, okay, and then to go back to this liquidity zone where back to back quite a few weekly opening and closing. So there is a, for me there's a high probability for dollar yen to move up. Now from the daily, you can see that daily price action we see potentially liquidity grab and then had a bounce. Now back to back two dodges, double dodges are very powerful, and we saw today liquidity grab. Now if I look at the 4 hour This is where you saw that there is a bullish engulfer has been created in that area, and you can see the nice looking 3 buy alert. This is satisfying according to our TF strategy. This is for me a bullish alert. This is our TF indicator. What I see, the dollar yen has created a very nice looking bullish structure. Now our pending order is along the zone. We place a pending order to find an entry. What I'm expecting, dollar yen to have little bit of local breakdown to come down, and then to give us an trigger, and then we can go long with, just to increase the risk to reward. We place the pending order along the zone, and I'm expecting in the upcoming hours the price to come down and then to give us an entry, and then we look for bullish opportunity. Now from the 4-hour you can see that this is a dynamic support. The price was respecting this support and nicely smoothly is going up along this direction, and I'm expecting it to have a breakout. Let's see how it goes. And next we will be looking at gold. Now let me know guys how you are doing. Hopefully that you enjoyed your day, trading day and week, and thanks for being here. Also, good morning, thank you very much. Good morning coach, thank you. Good morning coach, how are you? I'm good, thank you very much. Anthony, thank you very much. Anthony, Ray, gold on the rise. Yeah, that's what we see. So yeah, very good, thank you. Good morning. Okay, thank you very much. Good morning coach, hope you are good. I'm good, thank you very much. Good morning, thank you for being here. Gold, yep, we'll be looking at that. Good morning coach. It's 1925. Yep, let's see. I'm a scalper, please draw key level. Okay, we'll be looking at that. Dollar yen, let's see, we'll be looking at that. Right, yeah, okay, thank you. Euro AUD of the yen, GBP USD, GB. Yep, absolutely. Good morning dollar yen. Good morning coach, good morning all. We see that dollar yen had a bounce. Okay, I think we didn't take us at any point. We should be able to see that backdrop. Okay, so from the 5 minutes we saw this liquidity grab here on dollar yen. Okay, and there is a massive move have happened already. So this 5 minutes candle is a bullish candle. And you see that return on our TF, yeah, liquidity, both of them on here. So this is the very lower time frame, and my pending order is a bit lower here along this area. I'm expecting it to break, violate this structure, okay, and then to enter. So very high probability for dollar yen to be bullish. Wanna see that it's coming down so that we can find our entry is triggered. Okay, it's a very volatile, as you know that today dollar yen, there's a news coming up and very volatile. Okay, so we'll come back to that. Let's look at the gold. All right guys, gold, going back to the yesterday's trade, I'm sure that you enjoyed this trade. That's a massive one. Okay, 3 to 1. I'm sure that everyone was here enjoyed this trade, and that's a big thing, that this kind of trade. Keep eye guys, I will be posting more content this week, and also this one, like this trade is couple of trades enough, isn't it? No need to do over trading. So let's look at now 4 hour. All right, for those who didn't see that, this is our live trade yesterday in New York session. From here we close this trade with a massive move to the upside, 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio trade. Now let's see gold from 5 minutes, 15 minutes. So let's look at first of all daily to see what gold did. Now gold today open with a gap, so let's look at now gold how it is doing. Now today gold open with a gap, okay, first of all, and so far we have seen the price just tested the gap and also tested the 20 EMA. Okay, so after this yesterday's massive rejection, gold created this. Let's look at weekly first of all. Now from the weekly perspective, we see that gold, this is the weekly price action, has dropped well below, okay, and from this level we have seen that reversal yesterday that we have taken. Now gold is again going to weekly resistance line, okay. Now we need to look at all time frame, looking at the monthly to see. Now from the monthly perspective, what do you see that this is the monthly price action. As you can see, previous months gold has created this long monthly bearish candle, which in fact the price tested the high, okay, where we saw this resistance. The price grabbed liquidity and then created this long bearish candle on the monthly, and there is a long wick at the bottom also, and we see that from the support level gold has broken down and then has gone up again. Now what I think that, you know, gold might, as it has gone to the resistance line where there is a monthly opening and closing, let's draw that level as well. And what I think that after testing the monthly opening and closing, we might see that gold again trying to drop, okay. This is for me what I think. We could see further downside later. Now looking at the weekly, now as I mentioned, there is a bit more probability for, you know, upside also. In what situation, I'll tell you. Now this is the weekly candle, is still not closed, right? Now it is crucially important to see on the lower time frame, if let's say if weekly candle is closing like that as a very long wick candle at the bottom as a doji, we could see gold upside straight, okay. That's possible scenario. Let's look at that. Now from the daily, we'll be trading on the lower time frame, so let's first of all we try to find out overall what's happening. Now from the daily, there's a gap opening and then we saw this candle from 20 EMA. Now from daily, what I see that gold may not be able to go much further up from daily without coming down again, okay, even later from daily perspective. A bigger picture, it could be reversal or could drop, so we'll discuss it later. Let's look at the recent time frame, what it's doing here. Now from the 4-hour, you can see this is the move that happened. Price is forming long wick candle in this area. So from 4-hour, if I look at now, this candle is closing in 12 minutes, 4-hour. I think in this time frame on the 4-hour, we might see further sideways, because the candle is closed here, is not neither very strongly bullish nor bearish. We might see further sideways. Let's look at the 1-hour chart. You can see from the 1-hour it is consolidating. Now this 1-hour price action, only if we consider 1-hour, it's locally upside, okay. There is a probability for up. So let's look at now very lower time frame, going to the 5 minutes. I know it looks sometime a bit confusing because we are dealing with the monthly to 5 minutes, a very big time frame difference. So let's settle down on this time frame to see which way the market might be heading. Okay, now in this time frame, in lower time frame, in the 5 minutes, okay, so in this time frame, there is a gap and then breakout. So in this time frame we might see that, you know, a sideways movement. Still there isn't much clear direction. We might see the price is going to test this 1960 level and then coming back down. So we might see a range bound for some period of time as news is coming. Let me see the news calendar, looking at the Forex factory to see when we might see that movement coming up in the market. Okay, so looking at the calendar, all right, so JPY news is it's a tentative. We'll see what happened. And for dollar, 12 a.m. coming, when there will be another 4-hour candle close, and that's a very crucial price action. I think that until this news we might see that sideways movement on gold. Okay, so on the 4-hour, let's say on the higher time frame, but lower time frame, what I think that we might see still a range bound market. Okay, we could see that gold is ranging in this support and resistance, and then we'll see that movement. But typically if we look at the daily, I don't see much possibility for, you know, upside from the lower time frame. Rather we could see in this narrow range, and then maybe we might see later again further drop, because if you look at the daily candle, yesterday's this bullish candle is a massive move. Today so far the price has penetrated the 20 EMA and then again has a rejection. So for me locally, I would say that gold still could be downside for bigger picture. And you know, once the price will go to the resistance, we could see again coming back down. I think it will range, but it might create a lower high like that, and then further drop may happen. So let's keep watching. Locally on the 5 minutes, we could find anytime any trade that we see yesterday like that. Anytime trade coming along, we will be jumping on the trade. Let's see how it does. Okay, good morning, thank you very much. Faisal, sir, gold please. Yeah, thank you very much. Anthony, thank you very much, Anthony, for considering. You're always welcome. Anyone, you can join. Thanks for that, for being here. Good morning, coach. Thank you for your study, GBP. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's always let's be looking at gold. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Good morning. So where did you explain yesterday's gold trade? Yeah, I will be posting on the VIP group all the explanation and everything. Coach, your analysis carbon copy of mine. Great thing. So thank you, Ray, for being here. Niket, sir, gold, that's what I see, that gold is for me is a range bound. Well done for your start is gold trade. Thanks, no problems, Derek. Thank you. AUDCHF, good morning. Gold 90 afternoon. GBP thank you. Hi coach, yesterday, thanks for that. Gold, yep, today gold will yeah, thank you very much. Gold JPY might have little bit of impact on it. See, if any pair have a very massive movement, that could, you know, impact in any instrument. Okay, let's go back to JPY. Now JPY from 4 hour, we see that potentially rejection, and I think that this is a bull market. Okay, this is a long-term bullish market, and we could see that JPY is moving towards the upside. Okay, if we look at the daily, we can see that the market is already prepared for a move. This one is my now in my hot list. We place a pending order. I want to see that it triggered. If we see that it's not being able to break this low for triggering, we might enter by the market. Let's see, first of all, because it will be a bit more bigger gap with the stop loss, I want to see it first breaking down, and then we can join that. Let's see, we can take this trade as soon as we find that opportunity. Okay, so let's look at what other USD pairs are doing, and in the meantime, let me know guys which one you are looking at. Let me see which one giving the best opportunity. So if we look at JPY, you can see that it's trying to, the bulls are trying to push the price high. As it has a bounce, what we can expect now, a pullback. Now if you look at the JPY previous resistance level, this is the previous resistance level, which is turning support, and with this break to the upside, you know, I want to see that at any point the price is breaking down and then giving us an entry. Okay, if we look at very lower time frame on the 5 minutes, we have seen that the price now forming local, trying to locally break down, which is needed. If it locally break down to this level, okay, this is where we are, our pending order will be able to go along with that. So let's look at okay, so we'll keep on radar this one. Let me look at euro dollar. Okay, so you're looking at the euro dollar. Now euro dollar also, we had a trade yesterday, as you have seen that. Let's look at where we can find the next opportunity on euro dollar. Now this is our trade on euro dollar. I will explain now what we can find the next opportunity. Euro dollar also with this gold trade. Before gold trade we had euro dollar trade, and also I posted analysis guys on euro dollar on YouTube and TradingView. You have seen that this is our euro dollar trade that exactly triggered and then had this massive move to the upside, and we have been able to secure profit on this one. Now euro dollar, let's look at bigger picture, why this move happened, how we can find next opportunity looking at the daily. Now this is what I mentioned yesterday, that euro dollar has made this middleman. Now with this middleman, euro dollar from the daily had a strong break to the upside. There's a long wick candle at the top, and once the market opened yesterday, we saw after a little pullback, euro dollar had a significant movement with this news has come out in the market. At this point you see that euro dollar is at the top. Let's see what might happen. Now this is the weekly price action. Weekly is very important because today is the last day of trading week. What I think guys, after little drop we could see euro dollar moving up again, because it's a very strongly bullish market. Looking at the monthly now, if we look at the monthly, we can see that so if we look at that on euro dollar on the monthly, this is the resistance zone. You can see that from the resistance let me see this one. So if we look at the monthly resistance, what do we see that from the monthly perspective? Let me tell you something here. See, if you look at the monthly opening and closing and the high, okay, what do we see that this is a very high liquidity zone. As you can see, there's a gap opening and also lower high. It's a long bearish candle. Now with that movement, you can see the lower high along this zone, and when the price created a higher low in that zone, you can see there is a support level is drawn on the euro dollar from the monthly, and this is a very crucial level of support. You can see this is the support here, support here, support here, support here, support here, long-term support. And we saw that the market has formed a higher low with that support. Now with that higher low formation, we saw that euro dollar now is heading to the resistance zone. This is a resistance level on euro dollar, and what I think that with that move, okay, either this week or next week, we could see euro dollar is going up and hitting that level. Okay, so if we look at the lower time frame on the weekly, this is the weekly price action. Okay, now from the weekly, what we see that from the weekly perspective, this is a very important liquidity zone in that area. On the weekly, you can see that this is a liquidity area. Back to back, quite a few dojis has been open and closed. Now this zone is a very high liquidity, and as you know, the price moves from liquidity to liquidity. So you could see that euro dollar is moving to the upside to this liquidity zone, and it could be this week or could be next week. So we can expect further movement in nutshell. Now from the daily, okay, we see that from the daily perspective, this is the move, massive movement to the upside. Now what we can expect on the lower time frame, a pullback. Okay, pullback, like narrow pullback, that could give us an entry opportunity again on euro dollar. So let's go back to the 4 hour. Now you can see this is a move on euro dollar. It's a massive move. It's a big boys move. The price now forming a structure here. Okay, this structure is a bullish structure, and you know that this narrow is still not ready. What I need on euro dollar, what I will be waiting is a lower, first of all, a break towards the downside. Okay, and then we'll see an entry opportunity for bullish move. Okay, I'll straight jump on a trade. It's a very strongly bull market. We just need to see that break to the downside, and then we look for potential buying opportunity on euro dollar. As soon as you will find, I'll be jumping on a trade. As you can see, I sent all the trade that we open, euro dollar, gold trade, yes, status, everything on the VIP Telegram channel. And if you want to be part of that community, trading community, and also receive all the trade that I'm trading, learn the strategy that I'm trading, and also be part of our environment community, you'll have an interaction opportunity to interact with all the traders. You can join us. There is a link in the description and also link at the top of the chat. Click join now button on the website and you will be able to join us. I would say that this is the best decision you ever made. If you are not profitable, if you are profitable for consistently, then yeah, you can keep going. But if you are not profitable, I'm sure that you need some guidance, and this is where it created. You can take that opportunity. I'll say that this is the best decision you will ever made. So euro dollar on the track, we will be looking for bullish opportunity. Let's go back to gold. We see some local bullish move. Now 4 hour candle close, as you can see, there is a long wick, and let's see, we saw that 4 hour candle close in indices as well. I will be coming back here. Let's see, there isn't much move. WTI also, there isn't much movement. Let's go back to gold again then. Okay, so gold, you can see on the 4 hour, this candle has closed, creating a higher low. Now we might see again a bit more upside, but I'm not satisfied with this yet for a long. Okay, what I think that after going up, we'll see again coming down, and if it wants to really be bullish to the upside at least certain level, then at least we can expect a retest of this 20 EMA on the 4 hour. So there should be another drop on the lower time frame, though on the 1 hour it formed a double bottom, and giving a potential for upside. Okay, so from 15 minutes and from 5 minutes, let me look at. Okay, so from 5 minutes it's here bullish. Okay, we see that multiple times. This is a liquidity candle. There is another one here, so it's gathering liquidity from the support, means that locally bullish on the 5 minutes, and it might go from this level to the upside, and then it could come back down again. So yeah, my trade on gold is always on the 5 minutes, you have seen. So regardless of higher time frame, if we see that good trading opportunity coming on the lower time frame, definitely will be opening the trade. Now from 5 minutes so far, this one is a bullish price action. You can see there's a gap opening and forming that bullish, local bullish. So in that movement, we could see that it's around 25 pip up move possible. It is also possible for gold to break out because it grab liquidity from the support, and that's why we need to see the price action. The 5 minutes is bullish here. This candle is a bullish candle. Okay, we saw that multiple times the price gathered liquidity here. Okay, so you see that move. All right, so we'll be waiting for an entry. Could have an entry along this area, but didn't do. So locally bullish. Let it give us an opportunity, then we'll be look for. So from the 1 hour you can see it form a double bottom here, and from the double bottom it is possible for gold to have another wave of move. As you can see, there are two long wick candle. If you look at the 1 hour chart, as the news is coming later today, we could see that price to test this trend line and then to bounce back. So if you look at the 5 minutes, possible a bit more bigger move, but we need to find a refined entry so that we can have a big risk to reward like we did yesterday. Okay, let's keep watching the price action. As soon as we'll find an entry, we'll be jumping on a trade. Now in the meantime guys, if you're looking for regulated broker, our recommended broker is Trade. You can find a link in the description, and also let me give you a link in the live chat. So Trade, regulated broker, you can click that link, okay, and then register for free. Start trading with a regulated broker. Always is a good to trade in a regulated broker. This candle is a bullish candle on the 5 minutes. So from daily we saw that there's a gap opening and then possible bullish movement. Okay, it is crucial to see how so this price action on the 4 hour, which is long wick, both long wick candle on the 4 hour and with this long wick candle, the price, you can see back to back two long wick candles. You can expect it to have a move to the upside. Yeah, so it is in this channel on the 4 hour. Okay, so very interesting price action. As soon as we will find an entry, we'll be looking for a trade. Let me look at the chat guys. GBP USD, absolutely. GBP AUD CAD, yeah, GBP USD, I'm a big bull jumping. Okay, we'll be looking at that. Coach, kindly look at NZDJPY. Yeah, coach, US all. Thank you very much. For 1 month. Deepak, you can use the live chat on the website, Deepak. All the information on the website available. Any question you can ask the live chat agent, she'll be able to answer. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much. Good morning. GBPusd so gold direction. Okay, so looking at GBP USD, we'll be looking at that. Okay, so you see that GBPusd after back-to-back two dodges, the market again moving up. So this is a very strong bull market, narrow dodges. It is forming another bullish price action, which is very healthy in a trending market. Now if we look at the daily, we can see that this is a massive breakout on GBPusd, and if you look at the left, there is nothing here, and I think that GBPusd with that movement, we can expect it to finally reach that resistance zone. Looking at the weekly also, we see that there is a strong breakout, and later today I think GBPusd will continue to rise, may continue to rise, not will, may, anything can happen in trading, so may continue to rise, and I think that it's likely to hit that liquidity zone. So if we look at the daily, this is where you see that the market created this move yesterday. This is a very long bullish candle. We can expect another bullish candle here later today, and you can see from the 4-hour, after forming this inverted head and shoulder, had a strong breakout consolidation. It is in another breakout phase on GBPusd. Now this is the 4-hour candle. You can see that the market has formed this this bullish candle on GBPusd is forming. I will be waiting for another liquidity grab during the lifetime of this candle. It is possible for the price to come back again and then to go back up. Okay, so any drop on the lower time frame, looking for buying. From 1 hour, you can see nice bullish pattern back to back. Every hour the price is forming the bullish candle. Any kind of liquidity grab from the previous hourly low also will give us an opportunity for an entering GBPusd. So this is a bullish market, as you can see. GBPusd euro dollar very strongly bullish, and we could see that movement coming later. We'll be waiting for an entry in any of them. Okay, of course, natural gas, Daniel, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Amora, it's my first time trading with you. I'm still beginner. Are you gonna be teaching and telling us when to place our trade? Amora, a very good question. I will discuss that. Yeah, absolutely. If you are a beginner, then I will say that be patient, okay, because patience is the greatest virtue a trader need to have to be profitable. You see that how I remain patient. Still I have lackings. I'm not saying that I mastered it. I'm still impatient at some point, but what I'm trying to say that you guys have greater ability, okay, you can be patient, okay. So patience is the key, and if you are a beginner as a trader, what I would say that the best thing here is to focus on learning, because in the beginning, you know, when I started my trading journey, I had definitely setback, okay, loss and difficulty. So I know that not being patient sometimes causes you know, loss, and in the beginning especially it becomes hard sometimes to hold the nerve, because trading involves huge emotion. So if you are beginning out, then focus more on learning. And it's not only learning, because you know, in trading there are two things, okay. 70% of a trader's success will depend on his or her trading psychology, okay. 30% will depend him or her skill set. Both are important, because let's say you have a very good trading psychology, you are very patient, you are very good at it, but you don't have a strategy, okay, that will not work. At the same time, you have a strategy, you know, you learned a lot, you read a lot of books, you studied a lot of material, you join courses, everything, but you didn't develop sound trading psychology, then it will not work. So if I give a physical example perfectly to understand is, to win a race you need to be a skilled racer, okay, and also you need to have a very high quality sports car that will be able to beat other cars, okay. So the car is your skill and strategies, education, learning, and racer is you, who needs to be a racer to be able to drive that car, okay. Every strategy effectively work depending on, you know, what strategy you are, but the most important is who is implementing that strategy is the most important part, because who you are, and that's where it is. So the difference only is that, let's say when I say we have a strategy on the YouTube channel, in my channel, in many channel, you can use that. You might say there is a strategy in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy exclusively available on the website. So what's the difference? The difference is that the one that you see works, but you need to do some work behind it. You need to back test it, you need to create a clear rules behind it, and you need to customize it for yourself so that you can use it. The one that we have is back tested. There is a back testing available that you can look at. The rules are clearly defined and it's ready to use. So the only thing is that to be able to, if you want to accelerate your learning, then I would say that you can join us to speed up your learning, because time is in fact very important, isn't it? Time is valuable. You can do it by yourself, but there will be a lot of trial and error. Now that in trading it is sometimes a bit more difficult, because any mistake cost losing. So this is what I would say, that you can go either way, but if you want to accelerate your process, then there is also available, you can join us. If you are complete beginner, then I would say that trade in a very smaller account, okay. Even possible trade in a demo account, but you can trade even on a, you know, $100 account, $10 account, depending on where you are. That will help to learn, because in the beginning it's sometimes there is a lot of mistakes happen. It happened to me also. So I would say that trading in a smaller account is always a good idea. So let's look at gold. What's happening here now? We see that movement. Okay, so this local bullish move on gold. Okay, so we see this after multiple times liquidity grab, gold has a bounce. Now from the daily, after the gap opening, the price is almost you can see almost breaking the weekly opening and closing. Now it is possible for price to break out, which happens more often. Now from the 4-hour we see that the price again trying to move to the upside. From 1 hour also bullish. Okay. For the 15 minutes middleman, the price has a massive movement. Okay, so we see that the price action is significantly on the lower time frame. We see that bullish. We saw that the price already broken this high. As news is coming later today, based on the price action, definitely will have will open trade. Just we need to find an entry. Euro CHF, yeah, absolutely. We'll be looking at that risk management. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I learned much from you, and I'm able to go to the VIP. Thank you very much for mentioning that. Um, Deepak, you can visit the website, Deepak. Once you visit the website, you will be able to see all the information on the website. So once you go to the website, scroll down, and then you'll be able to see all the information in the website. So let's look at now on looking at the euro dollar. Also, you say there's movement. The dollar yen. Let's keep dollar yen. I had quite a few requests on Gbpusd. You saw that AUD CAD. Okay, AUD CAD is maintaining still a bullish price action. Now, if you remember our AUD CAD that we opened here, you see that the price is going in that direction still, which is a very strong bull market. AUD CHF. So AUD pairs looks very aggressively bullish. AUD NZD, AUD USD. Quickly, I'll be quickly looking at all of them. CAD JPY also trending. So the market in a trending phase, which is good. Gold at a bounce. CHF JPY also showing bullish. Now Euro CHF, see what it is trying to do. This one we could see sideways, because this daily you can see there's a strong rejection, so it's not that much. Let me see the 4-hour Euro GBP. Okay, Euro JPY is bullish. Okay, euro dollar, like as I mentioned, euro dollar has in fact moved to the upside. Okay, so with that movement, with this move, narrow candles, euro dollar again creating another move. Okay, GBP AUD, let me see, GBP CHF. So you see the GBP JPY also very strongly bullish to the upside. NZD USD also significantly bullish. Okay, index is looking at NASDAQ and US30. Now US30, if we look at the daily, US30 from this daily after a pullback had a bounce again, which is a very strong bounce to the upside on US30. If I look at the monthly, we can see that the price has broken the monthly resistance line. You can see it has completely crossed this resistance, and we could see that on US30 the price is moving to the upside and to create new higher high. Now it might even a breakout, because it's above the resistance line. It could have a breakout or could reverse back. Let me look at the weekly. Now you can see that from the weekly perspective the price is significantly bullish here. With this movement on weekly, this is the resistance line, has completely broken to the upside. If we look at the daily price action, there is a big move, correction, another move, correction, another move, so which is creating series of higher high and higher low, which is a typical bullish market structure on US30. So from the 4-hour, this is where we saw the local breakdown that we talk about. Okay, now with that local breakdown, we have seen that US30 had this big move, correction. It is in another impulse. Now for me, normally, especially in this, I want to see that it grab liquidity from the support and then going up. In majority of the case it happens. Is always I trade based on liquidity, especially in this. It never goes a big move without proper liquidity grab. If you look at the past candlestick pattern, you can see that here, okay, massive liquidity grab, here massive liquidity grab, and then the move happens. Okay, so that's why indices are normally without liquidity grab I don't trade. If it does that, then only I will be going long on US30. Okay guys, in the meantime, give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow weekend coming, as you know, that Saturday, I will be releasing also some valuable content, so stay tuned with the channel. To do that, make sure you subscribe. I'll pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to do that. Amazing, thank you for that. Let's look at going back to gold again. So let's see, after breaking the high again, coming down. Okay, so you see that he's broken the high. We could see now deeper pullback. Okay, the price ultimately, we see that directional bias to the upside now on gold for short term at least. So we might see this kind of long wick candle, and this could lead gold to even break to the upside. Okay, you can see that this bounce, if you look at closely on the 1 hour, you see something here. This bounce form an inverted head and shoulder. Okay, now that inverted head and shoulder could lead to breakout, so you will see only if that happens. Okay, it might even range, that's why I'm not insisting on it, but locally we see that the price action locally showing upside. So any drop, local breakdown, again we'll be looking for bullish opportunity, and we might see that 1968, the 1970 level could reach today. As news is coming, let's see, whenever we will find an entry, we'll be looking for it. In the meantime, let's look at the JPY pairs. We saw that JPY pairs also, you can see NZD-JPY very strongly bullish. USD-JPY still didn't trigger our entry. It's look very bullish. So JPY pairs, because there was a news has come out today, we saw that GBP-JPY, Euro-JPY also bullish, GBP-JPY also strongly bullish, and looking at all the JPY pairs, CAD-JPY also bullish, and NZD-JPY also. You can see NZD-JPY back-to-back 3 sessions liquidity grab, and then had a bounce to the upside. So NZD-JPY also, you see that bullish move, and this is a support level. We can expect NZD-JPY to continue to rise in that direction. So this one also, all the JPY pairs, as 4 hour candle close is still 2.5 an hour. Any pullback, I'll jump on a trade. Now if dollar yen is not triggering us, if going out without triggering us, then along the way I'll look for an entry on this one or any other JPY pairs. Okay, so we might see that, you can see that GBP JPY is very aggressive. We could see it's continuing because JPY today there is a news and it's very volatile now. Should we place any trade yet? Amora. Okay, so yeah, question is not yet. We'll look for an entry. GBP CHF. Okay. GBP CHF, we see that with this doji, the price, gathered liquidity and then has gone up. Now, if you are not sure about the liquidity, I can explain more. Liquidity is the fuel of the price, is the fuel of the market. When the price grab liquidity, it make a bigger move, and this is a very very important factor that I use in my trading. Not only me, all the institutional trader, big boys, they trade based on liquidity, because when the market grab liquidity, this is where the market make it bigger move, because big volume comes based on liquidity. Okay, so from the 1 hour, GBP CHF forming this bullish candle. Yeah, so this is a GBP CHF. Also, if you look at the weekly, we can see that this is a breakout. Okay, and this weekly candle already has made a move, is forming a long wick at the top, and highly likely we'll see GBP CHF is going up and fill that wick later, so which is a bullish price action. GBP NZD also forming that bullish price action. You see that it's my analysis on GBP NZD. It in fact really has created this move, and if you look at the daily on GBP NZD, this is a GBP NZD, very highly likely that you will see this breakout. Okay, this is also I will be looking to trade. If you look at the weekly, we can see that the market has back-to-back 2 weeks rejection. Last week, this week there is a long week, and highly likely next week and this week even we will see that GBP NZD is breaking to the upside. Now from the 4 hour, we can see how the price is forming. Along this 20 EMA, we can see that GBP NZD is creating this bullish move. Okay, so yeah, along this zone, you can see the price is already breaking out of this resistance line. Any kind of wanna see a bit more liquidity grab or pullback, and then can look for buying opportunity on this one. Very highly likely, you can see from the daily there's a long wick at the top, and highly likely the price will go ahead and fill that long wick and then will continue to rise to the upside. Okay, so this is a bullish market on GBP NZD. So if we look at now again, going to the dollar yen to see now dollar yen, if we look at the daily, now you can see the dollar yen here in that zone. Why did I place that pending order? Didn't trigger, but we'll be entering by market. If we see now, you see that this doji back-to-back 2 daily doji has crossed. Now this is where when you can identify this point, big trade possible to enter. Okay, and this weekend, this Saturday, tomorrow, I will be explaining in what situation this kind of overextended market you can understand how to trade tomorrow during the London session time. So make sure you stay subscribed and press that bell button. You don't miss out any of this content that I'm releasing tomorrow and after tomorrow. Now GBP, dollar yen, we might not see that trigger. That let's see, if we don't see during the lifetime of this candle, I will be entering by market, and I will change the pending order. I will update you guys where in the VIP this one, if it doesn't come to hit the entry, but I'm expecting it to come down to grab liquidity and to give us an entry and then to move to the upside. Okay, so let's see what it does. This is the movement coming, no problem. We'll see. So all JPY pairs looks very aggressively bullish. Eurujpy, CAD-JPY, CHF-JPY. So we see that all the JPY pairs is strongly bullish, and let's see, I'll look for an entry. We see that it's already started to move in the direction, and I'll keep watching, guys, all of them. In the meantime, if you want to join us, you can join us. There is a link in the description. Also, there is a link at the top of the chat. And with the time limit, I'm going to end the session. I'll come on live again in the next during the New York session and London session, and I'll keep watching price action for trading to see where we can find an entry. And as soon as I will find an entry, I will be jumping on a trade. And with that said, guys, thank you very much for being here, and I hope that you found value, you found a direction. Just we need to find an entry opportunity. As soon as you will find that, thank you, and I'll see you very soon. Join the free Telegram channel to stay connected. I'll see you in the next live. Stay tuned, stay happy, and see you next time.